Hello, welcome to Bay Cafe. I'm Joey Altman. Well, today it's all about seafood. We're going to be learning about oysters up at Hog Island Oyster Company. And then the chef of Pisces, Andrew Boudiney, is going to come in and show us how to make a frozen margarita topping for oysters. And later, he's going to teach me one of his favorite seafood dishes. And it's all coming up now on Bay Cafe. What is Bay Cafe? I'll tell you what Bay
Really
Cafe
good cookies.
Yeah, no, these are great. I love these. Late night snack, all on Bay Cafe.
Now I'm going to show you a great
Makes it easy. You can do it all. Martini up. Very good. He is. Hi, welcome to Bay Cafe. Now, whether you like yours raw in the half shell, stuffed, or barbecued, oysters have been a culinary treat for over 1,000 years, thanks to the first brave soul who tried one. And the best is, you don't even have to leave the Bay Area for fresh oysters. The folks over at Hog Island Oyster Company in Marshall have been cultivating oysters for almost 20 years. And thanks to the rich nutrient waters of Tomales Bay, they've been able to develop their own variety of oyster called the Sweetwater. And we're here with Mike Watchhorn of Hog Island Oyster Company to learn how these tasty sea treats are grown and eaten. Mike, thanks for having us.
Hey, Joy.
How did this all start? 20 years ago, what made you want to open an oyster farm?
Well, it wasn't a family business, I'll tell you that. It was something that my partner, John, and I started just kind of fresh out of college. And saw a good opportunity up here in Tomales Bay because there was kind of a developing market for oysters in San Francisco around 1980. The whole California cuisine movement was starting
Oyster bars.
Oyster bars. You know, and they wanted a lot of different varieties of oysters at that time.
Tell me about the operation a little bit.
Well, we're very fortunate that we can grow oysters in this bay. It's one of the 5 most pristine estuaries in the country.
Now, it must be awfully hard to go out there and dig for oysters and clams and mussels when the water's like this. How do you do that? You put a scuba gear on? And
no, just like you are right here.
Just keep walking.
You're good to
out
go.
there.
We're going to put you to work here in a little
Yeah?
bit.
All right.
Yeah. The actual farm is an intertidal area, which means the oysters are all going to be exposed when the tide drops to a low level. And that's good because that way those oysters, they develop a real tough shell. So we get out there when it's a low tide, scramble and do all our work, and then get them back in here and process them here at the facility. We size them and sort them all by hand. There's no machines that do this. They've got to be perfectly shaped, nice deep cups, beautiful colors.
So I think I'm ready to head out there.
Yeah, we thought we'd you're all dressed up.
Let's go.
And we're going to go
get
get some oysters out there.
All right.
All right.
Boy, it sure is pretty out here.
Yep. Beautiful place to work. There's 2 parts to the farm. There's a nursery phase and a grow out phase, and we have found that the nursery by far is the most important part of the work that we do, in that the husbandry techniques that we use in the nursery, if they're done right and we adhere to them pretty strictly, they'll result in 2 years in a beautiful half-shell oyster.
How many do you have in the nursery phase?
Well, in the nursery phase, each one of those cylinders has about 5,000 baby oysters in it.
And they're like
quarter inch big. Yeah, so they're tiny, tiny.
Now, how long will they stay in this phase?
They'll stay in the nursery phase until they're approximately 1 inch big. These are how they look coming out of the nursery. These are juvenile oysters, juvenile sweetwaters.
This is juvenile center here.
These are kind of just
save that one.
Post nursery here.
So these are about what, a year old?
About a year old, yeah. Nice looking oysters, but they're just need to mature a little bit.
I'll still eat it. This looks very tasty.
Pretty good?
Very good.
Yeah.
Sweet, but yet briny.
They're real healthy, they're real nice and plump, which means that coming out of the nursery, they got a good ride. They stay in here for about another year.
Or unless we get
and
to
then
that.
they're ready to harvest.
Okay, I'll just be taking these.